Hello. Do you like surprises? I sure do. And I think Paddington does too. Today we'll be reading an excerpt from the book Paddington and the Christmas Surprise, written by Michael Bond and illustrated by R.W. Alley. One Christmas, Paddington announced he was taking the Brown family to Barkridge's store to see Santa Claus. "It's very good value," he explained. "Apart from Santa Claus, there's a sleigh ride through Winter Wonderland, and you get to visit his workshop at the North Pole. We might even see where he makes his marmalade." "I doubt if Santa makes his own marmalade," said Mrs. Brown nervously, as Paddington led the way to the escalator. "It would make all the presents sticky," agreed Jonathan. "Not to mention his beard," added Judy. "Besides, he's busy." "That's more than you can say for Barkridge's," remarked Mr. Brown gloomily as he brought up the rear. "There's hardly anyone here." There were two signs at the top of the escalator, one pointing to Santa Claus and one pointing to Winter Wonderland. "I think I may visit Santa Claus first," announced Paddington, "in case the sleigh gets stuck in the snow." And he got down on his paws and knees in order to get a better look and make sure it wasn't too deep. Just then, he looked up and saw a man looking down at him. "Are you a boy or a girl?" asked the store manager. "I'm neither," said Paddington. "I'm a bear." "You look more like a large creepy crawly to me," said the man distastefully. "Perhaps you had better come back next year when you've made up your mind." "Come back next year?" repeated Paddington hotly. "But I've brought my Christmas list. I thought it would save the postage." The Browns were too far away to hear what was being said, but from the look on Paddington's face, they guessed something must be wrong. "Hurry up," called Bird. "We're all ready to go." "Oh dear, Henry," said Mrs. Brown. "I do hope the sleigh ride is a success. Well, has been saving his bun money for ages, and he'll be most upset if it doesn't live up to his expectations." As Paddington climbed and they set off, Mr. Brown held up a leaflet. "Listen, everybody," he called. "First of all, we go past Santa's winter garden." "I think I prefer Mrs. Bird's window box," said Paddington. The Browns exchanged anxious glances. It didn't seem a very good start to the "How about this one, then?" continued Mr. Brown as they turned a corner. "It's the stable where Santa keeps his reindeer." Paddington didn't say anything. From where he was sitting, it looked more like a dog kennel, and the only reindeer he could see was a plastic one that had fallen in the snow. Next, Mr. Brown pointed to a very tall tower with a flashing light at the top. "That's the lighthouse at the little," he said. "It's there to make sure Santa arrives back home safe and sound after he's delivered all his presents." Paddington gave it a hard stare. "I think there must be a wire loose, Mr. Brown," he exclaimed. "The light keeps going on and off." "Lighthouses are supposed to flash," broke in Jonathan. "They all send out a different signal so that people know exactly where they are." But Paddington wasn't listening. He was counting the number of minutes it had taken to pay for the outing. "Now this might be more interesting." Mr. Brown tried to strike a cheerful note as they drove to a big house with mechanical figures moving behind every window. "We're about to enter Santa's workshop." "Look at the elves," called Miġjub. She turned round in order to explain elves to Paddington, but as she did so, she gave a cry of alarm, for he was nowhere to be seen. Do you think that things took a turn for the better for Paddington at Barkridge's? And maybe he wanted to go and see Santa Claus? And what was the actual surprise? I'm curious now. Until next time.